What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, I'll be telling you everything you need to know regarding the upcoming Winterfest 2025 update that is going to be happening next week around or on December 18th. Now, there is a weird situation going on right now where it's going to be a 0.11 update, and then Epic Games is going to be going on break until around like January 9th or 10th, and typically when we get closer to these new updates, we start getting a lot of leaks in the files. However, this time around, even though we did get some Winterfest related things in this current update, there was a lot that was just kind of missing, it seems, right? You know, for example, a lot of people are wondering if we're going to be getting the Winterfest cabin, and based on the leaks, we had certain things show up, such as the fact that we are going to actually have the fireplace mesh asset at least re-added to the game, but in terms of the cabin itself, there wasn't too much information. So it's been one of those weird Winterfest build-ups where we're going to be getting an update next week that add all of the massive Winterfest stuff to it, but at least as of right now, there's still a little bit of a limbo going on over what is and isn't going to be a part of it. Now, with all that said, with the whole entire lead up to this video said, let's go ahead and talk about some stuff we do know regarding the upcoming Winterfest update and some things that hopefully get you excited to enjoy the winter festivities. Firstly, right when I started recording this video, it got leaked by FNBR Intel, Hypex, Sheena, all those people over on social media, that it appears we're going to be getting a Winterfest version of Sabrina Carpenter for Winterfest this year. Now, typically when we get Winterfest recently, we've been getting a lot of icon skins with winter versions. For example, I think Shaq had a normal version and then Shaq had a winter version. We had a winter Snoop Dogg. We're getting a winter, Hatsune Miku. I don't know why I forgot the name for a second. And so much more, right? You know, it's a lot of icons that have already released in the game, slowly getting their winterified versions later down the line. So it appears that we're going to be getting two different winter outfits this Winterfest that are going to be icons, being Hatsune Miku and, of course, Sabrina Carpenter, which we just mentioned got leaked right when I started to record this video. But other than that, it appears that the Winterfest cabin most likely is going to return due to the fact that they started updating the assets for like the fireplace and stuff, even though personally I haven't been able to find anything about like 14 days of opening up presents in the game. They could still do that, right? You know, they could still do the Winterfest cabin, but I know sometimes they do the cabin, sometimes they don't, so I guess it really just waits to be seen. But I would say it's highly likely that we do get a Winterfest cabin this year. Other than that though, it appears when we get different collaborations and stuff for Winterfest, the main Winterfest collaboration that we're going to be seeing a lot of is set to be Harry Potter. That is because with this update on the 18th, we're going to be getting a free backlink for people who played 2 hours of the Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy on the Epic Games Store. And then we're also going to be getting the new Harry Potter skin, which might be one, oh my god, my aim is terrible, holy, but it might be one skin, it might be multiple, but I'll go ahead and show the image on screen right now so you can see what the Harry Potter outfit is going to look like. And it mentions that you'll be able to actually represent the different houses in the Harry Potter world, so maybe that's a variant for this skin right here, or maybe they do multiple skins in order, you know, make it all make sense. You know, you can have like 4 different skins, each with a different like house actually represented on it, but it is one of the core collaborations that appear to be coming for Winterfest, as well as a Harry Potter broom that you'll actually be able to ride on. Now, it's not confirmed as of right now how rideable it's going to be, if you're going to have like full control over it, or if it's just going to be a reskin version of the witch broom, but you know, there's a lot of things they can actually do with the actual broom in order to make it work. It would be interesting to see if they did something like a Quidditch minigame. Now, regardless of what you think about the Harry Potter collaboration, I know there's going to be a lot of people who don't want to see that in Fortnite, and there's going to be some people who are going to be excited for it. It appears that is one of the main, you know, Winterfest collaborations this year, but it's not the only thing going on, because if we show this image on screen, Epic Games actually leaked a glimpse of the Winterfest map, which you can see right now. Now, there are some stuff being mentioned, such as different areas on the map expanding from where it currently is in-game. However, I haven't like dived too deep into that, so maybe after I get these eliminations real quickly here, we can kind of look at that together. So let me just go ahead and get this elimination right here, and then we can open up the map in-game and look at it there. All right. There is, oh, I can't drag it right now. Hold on, let me move it over here. So here is the normal map on the right, and here is the Winterfest map over on the left. You can see stuff such as right here with the little like paw print. It actually has been icified, and apparently this area right here expands a little bit, which you might be able to see from the actual image on the left side, but that appears to be the only frozen lake, because if we look around at everything else, it appears pretty normal. In fact, it's interesting to see that Wonky Land, for example, is one of the only locations in that top topper area that doesn't have snow on it. I wonder what that might be, you know, maybe because of how many different things they've got going on there, you know, with all the different like Ferris wheels and carts and everything else, I guess you would say. It makes sense maybe that there's just a lot of heat generated there, or maybe it's maintained well to not get snowed over. And then over on the right side, you know, this deserty area is also going to have a lot of snow replacing it as well. But it's cool to see that we got a glimpse at the actual map. If we look down here, I don't believe there's anything too different. I want to see Lethal Labs. I'm going to zoom in on the actual... Oh, that is stretched. I'm going to zoom in on this image right here and see if we can get like a better comparison, for example. So here's Lethal Labs. It looks pretty much the same. It looks like we still have like that whole entire structure and everything going on there, but overall a decent amount of stuff going on with the map changes and snow actually being on the island. Apparently Fortnite OG is going to have more snow as well, I think, or they're going to be fixing something. I think there was something where the actual Polar Peaks area was de-thawed too early or something like that. Who knows? There's been a lot of weird issues going on, especially with Fortnite OG recently with this season launch, so there's a lot of things that might be a little inconsistent here and there in that mode that might work in some people's play sessions, but not in... Oh, wow, I was consistently to the side there. But it might not work in some people's play sessions and works in others. But in terms of Winterfest, a decent amount of stuff's going on. Now, of course, you know, if you're someone who wants to get free rewards, that most likely will be happening as well. If you guys have been recalling to the recent situation where we're getting like 3 or 4 different free diver outfits in the game that all end up being phone exclusives, it appears there's going to be a 3rd or 4th version of that exact same outfit added to Fortnite soon, which might be a free reward for Winterfest 2025, or it could be another phone exclusive, considering in the past like month or two, we've gotten like 3 to 4 to 5 different phone exclusive skins added to the game, even with one of those skins being Clyde, like Raccoon skin, being advertised in the item shop ahead of time. So it's been a weird situation all over, but a decent amount of stuff is planned that appears to be for everyone, even if you don't want to buy exclusive phones, so that's nice to see at the very least. With that said, I hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's short little video. I hope it got you excited for all the Winterfest 2025 stuff. Feel free to go back and pause the images of the map to try finding any changes yourself, especially when I did that side-by-side comparison, and I'll catch you champs and champions tomorrow with another upload. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and until tomorrow, peace out.